make sure you smash them like buttons and hit the notification bells to be notified every time the Shea Baby's dropping that new content. You know what the vibes is.
Zagraba is a premium leaf that you could crush up and smoke in your Zag. What a name, Zagraba. Try it out, Zagraba.com.
I just got that text that the link is definitely cut the November. Y'all better stay away in these stores. I'm walking out with carts and I'm not paying for Trump, if you won't start looting, it's gonna happen. Before my kids go broke in the dock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my swipe my link card as soon as that ain't no pending balance on there. I'm going to walk and I'm gonna have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your car. You gonna think a Jet 2 holiday hit your if you think I ain't finna walk out that stuff. And please follow me to if you feeling you gonna make it back to your at the Walmart store. I'm telling you. You wanna take some link? Like I don't be taking ready. Watch this.
If you got a documentary coming out and all of a sudden you pull a nigga in and say he's a rat, he's this, he that, and he brought attention to you. The documentary was out already 2 years ago. They did it already. They just added my name this year to it.
Oh, so this is an old documentary.
Yeah, it's been out. This shit, they've been trying to sell it. I already know niggas is calling me, tell me. They've been trying to sell that documentary. If you look at it, he only said fucking 4 minutes a thing of me. I'm not in that documentary. I'm not in it.
So you saw the documentary already?
No, I didn't see my man. Some people seen it. My man bought it.
Okay.
And told me everything. He told me word for word. He told me everything. He said, bro, I counted 6 seconds. You in it. They just said, yo, Bimmy been in CI since, Bimmy been a CI for 40 years. And that was it. He said nothing about me.
So, bro, let me be honest with you. Why do you think they try to omit your name, or you had an issue with the Supreme team? You wasn't in the documentary. You wasn't at the welcome home.
Salute, man.
Yeah,
Man, I'm thankful to have you guys on here, man. Get some good content. You know, one thing about the platform, you know, we be covering everything, covering the sports, covering everything. But sometimes I like to get that real good talking. And you know what? This looking like it's the team. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is looking like the team. All right. I want to start with this guy right here behind me, Donald Trump, man. You know, Donald Trump, you know, he done cut off the people's EBT. You know, we watched Shorty. Shorty was wilding out the other day. Shorty was acting crazy. She was saying that she gonna have to run up in stores, do whatever it takes to make sure this happens. What's your intake on that?
Go
ahead, Fox.
Hey, well, man, hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Personally, it's a attack, man. This is a systematic attack, man. And it's a plan that been laid out from the beginning. When people literally got to go back 8 years, they got to go back to when he first ran for president and the things that he said and the things that he wanted to do and the kind of person that we already knew that he was when he was running for office. First of all, this is a businessman. You know what I'm saying? And people can say that he been a successful businessman, but I don't know. You can't tell me that filing for Chapter 11 6 times is success. Like it's something wrong there. You know what I'm saying? But for you to still have your hands in the pie and still be considered as a person that a wealthy individual, even after filing for Chapter 11 6 times, hey, you got to be doing something right. So unfortunately, people didn't pay attention to all the policies that he wanted to implement because we skipped administration. So, you know, Sleepy Senile Uncle Joe, he gave us 4 years to get ready for all this. Like when we skipped that administration and he lost, they gave us time. And people wasn't really paying attention. And then they decided to hit that man with 34 charges. And he got convicted of all them shit. Like he got found that shit was guilty. Like I mean, shit, Puff, Puff just went to trial. Shit, even he didn't get found guilty on every count. Thug went to trial. Thug ain't get found guilty on everything either. But Donald Trump did. I'm just keeping it real. These are all facts. 34 counts. Tampering with documents. He was tampering with documents, man, trying to undermine the 2016 election.
What
Pointing
about the
fingers at
what about
everybody saying,
what about the stuff that's happening right now? Not to cut you off. He's been exposing the Epstein files, and I can to piggyback what you were saying, Fox. We could go back to the Bush days. The Bush days was telling us to be prepared for what's about to take place, because
I mean,
even back when they
bro,
was in office, they was trying to slowly trim and chip at the government assistance programs too. They was trying to strip a lot, and this man just did what everybody was scared to do. Because let's be real, when you take them type of seats in office, you become puppets. Trump wasn't no puppet, but he was bad to be elected as a president because he didn't know nothing about world politics. He knew how to run a business, yes. But when you dealing with world, you dealing with different cultures, different backgrounds, different ethnicities, and a lot of emotions take
and
turns and tides in situations too. And when you stealing
That's a
on top,
fact.
and when you stealing on top of that, it makes it even worse. So nobody's gonna trust nobody like them. They trust you to be honest enough to let us know that you're gonna steal, when you're gonna steal, and how you're gonna steal. That's like that's broad. That's like too arrogant for me.
exactly. But see, he never cared in the first place because, as you can see, it was people that supported it. And now it's coming down to with the things that he is doing. First of all, people ain't pay attention when they stop DEI. When they stop the diversity and equity inclusion, and they stop having to hire black people and people of color in places, they stop having to give us a job. It was like, okay, we got to fill our quota, so we got to hire y'all niggas right now. Oh, we ain't got no quota to fill no more. How many niggas got a job now? You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. See, people, I to me, it's the same how people making a joke out of it because it is some people out here that need these benefits in this assistance. It really
Yeah,
is people out here that need
it's
these things. If
It's
you
all
got
over
people
the
that
it's
do
all over the
abuse,
United States. Even in them small rural white cities, no disrespect. In them predominantly white cities, you mean to tell me there ain't no poor white people out there? In spots like Iowa and all these other states that are conservative,
Definitely.
Utah.
100%.
You mean to tell me
yeah,
there ain't no poor white people out there that's relying on government assistance? Really? So it's affecting
oh yeah,
every.
but guess what?
Definitely.
See what it is like I said once again. Remember we was talking earlier. It's about the have and the have not. So if your tax bracket don't look a certain way,
it's gonna cause
excuse me,
it's gonna
and you
cause
got
a
less
whole bunch of
the same
chaos
way.
because them little poor young kids in the street that you done gave guns to, they gonna start committing offenses that y'all gonna try to overpopulate the jail. See, just like you said, it's systematic. Whether they're breaking it down or if they're building something new, it's all a part of a system that the people don't know about. But us as a people, we were so gassed off of this. See, Donald Trump threw everybody a frisbee loop. You heard? That little 13, 1200 that he threw everybody, that was the fishing hook to get the vote so he could win unanimously, so he could implement this
Yeah,
plan. So he could implement this plan, and now everybody's sitting there like, damn, I shouldn't have voted for this nickel.
Boy,
and
we
bro got
fell
all
for
that
it.
money.
Just like the slaves,
Bro got all that.
just like how slavery started with the Bible. Let's be real about it. It was started by the book that was rewritten so many times, and it manipulated our people to give praise and honor to a system that wasn't even ours.
That's
Well,
a
you
fact.
know,
It's always something.
back then though, it was slavery back then in biblical times. It was going on.
Now
So
it's
you know, it
financial
wasn't no
slavery.
reason. Moses went straight and let my people go for no reason. You know what I'm saying? That's where
And
we
that
at right
look, that
now. Like
affects
it ain't.
the middle and the poor and the lower class a lot because they have a system to where if you receiving this government assistance, women, you cannot have no man as the head of no household. You have to get rid of the baby father in order to get these
But
governments, this
but
assistance.
they
You
do
have to take
have
him
a
to
baby
court.
father, and it's
We're gonna give you this money, and the way we get it back is we make you take him up for child support. We put him in all this back arrears, and now we own the whole black family now.
Mm-hmm.
but see, usually the outside dude though, he be the one. That's what I'm saying. It's two sides. It's the people that need the assistance and the people that abuse the assistance when they get it. So you know it's the households right now where the dude living up in there, he ain't doing nothing for the woman. He participating in the household. He nigga like these ain't my kids.
All day.
What do the kids do? He
He
eat
taking
better than the
advantage.
kids, and that's they grocery. Every time they come in,
He's
they like,
taking
"Mama,
advantage.
always my snack." You know what
He
I'm
eating
saying?
all the
Buddy, like
kids.
these ain't
He eating
yours.
all the kids' snacks,
Hey,
all the honey turkey. He eating all the eggs.
Nigga
He
away.
eating the ramen noodles.
long as he learns,
Everything.
Okay,
long
so
as he
knowing that,
learns know in the Bonneville, he good.
that's a fact. So knowing that, so do you guys think he's right for doing this, knowing that, like what you said, niggas getting over on Section 8, sitting home playing video games, going out, buying Hennessy. They drinking top liquor, top
Yeah,
shelf on the first of the
that's
month.
what I'm talking about. The people that's checking their food stamp balance on the $1,000 phone. You know what I'm saying? They got the iPhone 17 Pro
Hold
talking
on,
about my food stamp.
hold on, Fox. They in the car checking the
Like,
iPhone. They in the car checking the
hey, look,
iPhone.
I'm talking
But
about,
that's
look,
what I'm
check,
saying.
I
man,
still
it ain't
think
on the $1,000 phone, but they
I
complaining though.
what I think
They
what I
just
think
spent
where I
$100
think
on.
he's at, right? Where I think he's at, I think he's wrong for it because there needs to be a new system in play where screening has to be done because a lot of people who really need them shits, they really need them, bro. And the people who's cheating and finessing, they get the boot. They gotta owe back pays. They get threatened with the getting everything took from them type. But you can't take the shit from people who really need the shit, man. I mean, there has to be something done that screening has to be done or monthly screening or then you have to give up just like when you go file taxes, you gotta motherfucking write down the truth to everything or else the IRS is booking your dumb ass.
They
Facts.
gonna find out. They go. It don't matter if it takes them 5, 6, 7 years. They'll send you a letter, boy. It's gonna come right back around to you. The Irish do not play about their kids.
But
They don't play about their.
But yeah, same thing like I'm saying, Fox, but that should be implied with the government assistance too. Like people should be held accountable. Like if you was to defraud your taxes, like you defrauding this fucking food stamp shit. You don't need it.
They,
Why you got Janice and your nephew and your motherfucking fam and your sister or your brother make more than what's required for you to live and survive, but your sister over here broke as a joke, so you gonna give them your kids, and she gonna add them on a budget, saying she responsible for them, knowing damn well y'all splitting the check.
That's
but see,
crazy.
that's what happened though. That's what happened. And I'm gonna say this. This was bad. What I graduated in '01, so '02, '03. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was going to college and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now I had got my little scholarship money. They gave me all of that so I could go to school. And then they give you like you can get in the programs where you can make your bread while you with it. So
Right,
I'm good. You know what I'm
right.
saying? But in the city, I got my mama, I got my sisters. Like they still gotta live. They don't live in the dorm. They not in no program to get this bread. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you gotta make grown decisions. Sometimes even when you ain't reached that age all the way yet, you gotta figure out what you gonna do. So sometimes, like you said, you gotta make them move. So I had to leave. Like, yeah, I wanted to get the degree, but at the end of the day, it's like, see, I can't sit here for 4 years. Where they gonna be at in 4 years while I'm here doing this? Cause I
Hey,
ain't no jobs coming
you
and
could have took
that
them
paper.
4 years.
He stopped paying somebody, man. He stopped paying somebody. Somebody kept the dirt
Yeah.
off long as them checks was coming, man. When them checks stopped coming, they swept that shit right from under the rug, and they was like, "All right, you want to play? I told you." And he took
That's
a
a
chance.
fact.
No,
He took a chance.
Yeah,
Niggas
so
he
was
claimed he
not
did
believe.
his job for Prince though. Didn't he say that? He claimed he did his job for that.
yeah.
He
So
Yeah,
the one,
I'm trying to
Preem
say,
is the one saying he the rat. So did Irv's not? God bless the dead. Irv Gotti's not here no more. So what Preem expected Bimmy to take the bill now? I mean, what was he? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out some things because it looks a little sketchy to me.
somebody can't have up. Exactly, and that's what happened. Preem hit him like, "Yo, what's the
Nah, the
deal? Like,
extortion.
you
He
you
laid
gotta."
the extortion game down from the cell. He said he's suing Hassan Campbell
exactly.
right now. How you broke? You gotta be broke.
No,
You
that's
suing
out.
Hassan Campbell.
Oh,
So
nasty.
you trying to extort the weakest link in your chamber, which was Bimmy in your eyes. In Supreme eyes, he always thought Bimmy was a weakling.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
crazy,
So
fam.
the
That's
extortion,
why he pulling.
the,
He trying to
the hand of extortion was laid
damn.
down from the prison cell, and he told him, "Yo, because everybody knows he ducked Prince. Bimmy running scared. Bimmy running,
I know.
and it's up.
Hey, I guess
So
I never heard. This is the first time I ever heard of somebody getting a chain snatched from a dude that's sitting in the cell, though, man. Like, niggas get their chain snatched, like, bam, they walk past you or whatever, then bam, they try to snatch the chain, but he literally snatching this man's chain, and he's sitting behind bars.
it
This
ain't,
is
it ain't the
crazy,
fact.
man.
It's like Preem,
That's
yo,
crazy.
let's be real. Preem got a lot of love still in these streets, man. He put a lot of people on, and he got a lot of monsters still moving around, man. Just because he in the cage, that don't mean the streets is safe though. I mean, at the end of the day, let's be real. You playing around with some major hitters that laid the game down for 40 years, man. 40 years. Yo,
That's
Major
the thing
hitters.
and hold up.
about Big
And
Meech, though.
then you
Hey,
got a nigga that been out here as long as this with the cheat code. You know what I mean? He punching in cheat codes. He ain't going to jail. He give niggas 6 life sentences. He just thought Prince was gonna be locked up forever. And then when he came home, he ducked his taco.
Ducked his
yeah,
taco. That's
that's why
crazy.
they was out here making all them jokes. And they were talking about Big Meech and him wearing the clothes and how he do. I said, hey man, y'all out here ha ha boy, but please believe it's still niggas in the streets that love that man. And they'll do something stupid on his behalf just
Uh,
because they
look,
feel like they got with them.
allegedly, Rick Ross didn't have no bad accident by accident. After he
Yeah,
fucked up that man money in his plays, something happened to Rick Ross' arm, right? Yeah, that nigga,
that's
that
true.
nigga shit was folded up in the chicken wing, wasn't it?
That's it.
Right.
Word.
Then he was trying to piece it up with Drake. Then he was talking about how he could piece it up with Drake after that.
Then
I
he
bet
tried
you
to
do
piece
want
it
to
up
piece
with
it up,
50.
but
Now he want to piece it up with 50 though. You ain't hear the latest. He want to piece it up with 50 now.
yeah,
That's
that'll never
crazy.
happen. Hey, he trying to do that. He trying to do that'll never happen, man. 50 is the pettiest guy, man. He'll never do that. He ain't 50 one of them dudes. When it's start, and once it's cracking, man. It ain't no going back.
But we
It
talking.
ain't no going back. He only gonna get petty.
You got one chance to shine with 50. After that, it's
But we
over.
talking about rats,
You know?
right?
Okay.
We talk about rats, right? We still like. It's been put out there that Rick Ross was the CO. So at the end of the day, he was police. Like the nigga
Yeah,
was,
he said he doing that. He was doing that because the plug told him to do it.
The
He
nigga
said
was
he was working
police.
that job
He
because the plug,
stole a nigga's name.
that was
He's perpetrating, imitating, and he's all
he
fraud, B. Like,
did
these niggas be frauds out here, bro.
Stole the nigga's name.
Nigga Rick
did
Yo,
tell a
Ross
nigga
got
thing
punched in
though.
the face
Hey,
by a white boy in Florida, right? Remember that, right? Yeah,
and in Canada. And in
Canada.
Canada.
Yeah, niggas done washed up and
Yeah,
down the damn backstage, right?
yeah,
Come on.
yeah, Drake
hey,
backdoored him.
But how you this
they
big dog,
grizzly out
though?
there in the grizzly out there in the six, man. Don't be playing with Grizzly name like that, man. Rick Ross, he made a mistake, man.
That nigga Rick Ross couldn't,
Yeah, he made a
yo,
mistake.
Crazy.
Rick Ross couldn't even play around in his own state. Them Zoes was on him. The motherfucking GDs was on him.
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
Not in his own state, he couldn't even play around. He's a fraud, nigga. He had to become a
oh yeah.
correction officer to be righteous, and then he comes to become some big time drug dealer. You not selling no drugs, bro. You got all that shit. You got all these cars, nice homes. You was a drug dealer, nigga. The feds be on your body fast. Stop it, Fob. Stop it.
Hey,
Most of these
but
gave up the
that's the
street
thing.
life, but they still gotta perpetrate and imitate that they still in the street. How y'all niggas is out here doing all this negative shit, but your kids is growing up in private schools, they got gated houses, they don't even live in the same cities that you live in. Respectfully, you do your job to get your kid out the shit, but you still promoting the shit is weird beyond me.
Yeah, because you done moved
Beyond
to a
me.
whole way. Like it ain't even that no more. Even if, but you gotta think, like I know, most dudes that's really in the street, man, is trying to transition from the street. Nobody wants to stay in the street forever because you never seen the street nigga live forever. You never seen
But
like that's not a thing that you could put on your resume and say I've been doing this shit for
no,
25 years.
but you still got all.
Well, that's why I say, you know, you can't really, like, people, I see them in the comments when it comes to Jim Jones. I'm outside, 50 some years old, I'm outside. Jim is a businessman. Jim is hustling. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Realistically, Jim don't even want to be out there. Jim is just out there. He's selling records here. I know this. People should know this too. But what the people get mad at is that he's promoting at this age being outside, I guess.
Hey, yo,
Yeah, but it's the game.
wait a minute. He's entitled to be outside. Shit, he ain't dead, right? It ain't what
I mean, he
Facts.
it
outside.
ain't the moves. It ain't the moves. It's how you move when you outside, bro. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Everybody has the
I
right
mean,
to
look
be
it up.
outside.
We was just outside a month or two ago at the juice bar, no problems.
We was mixed up with
Yo,
the
No
but
YN,
see,
problem.
though. And we was mixed up with the YN.
With the YN,
So at the
100%.
it ain't what you move, it's how you moving it. How you moving. Jim, being an influencer, he started a wave that got the young boys on the fashion shit. So at the end of the day, he should be influencing niggas on different aspects. I understand you gotta make the music, but there's a lot of quote unquote gang members that's outside, but they're not outside with the YN mentality.
no,
A
but
lot
see,
of
this
these
what
old niggas be young
people
niggas
don't
in the
want.
brain because they never had a childhood.
Facts.
People don't
What you said,
understand when it
Box?
gang culture. When it comes to something like gang culture, though, one thing about it is knowing that once you a part of it, once you become a part of it, if you really a part of it,
I understand.
He
but
got muted.
once you part of it, if you really a part of it, then at the end of the day, you never really not a part of it. But it become a time in the age where the dude that's up under you and them YNs that's up under you when you older and it understand that, hey man, I don't, it's time for me to sit down. You know what I'm saying? Like Like you done seen movies where the OG tell them niggas like, man, I just like to watch other niggas do dirt now. You know what I'm saying? Like I done got too old. I done did everything up under the sun.
I ain't
It
gonna
ain't
even
nothing else
hold
for
you.
me to do out here.
You
And
right about
I
that, but but
that
what?
real
But Fox, what happens with the members that went on to be successful? Because you got a lot of pro athletes that are affiliated with the gang movements. Like
oh
that shit flies under the
definitely.
flag, and most of these corporations that's in these professional leagues, they know. They know some of these people are affiliated with the gang shit. Just like when Allen Iverson got drafted, he brought two of his friends from prison to the draft. They was handcuffed with the marshals with him, and they watched their boy get drafted. You did?
Okay, so
So
Facts.
why a lot of dudes don't get the promotion that other dudes get? Like a dude like Ja Morant. Why you think Ja Morant don't get the type of publicity and he don't get the type of push that other superstars in the league get, and that boy is a superstar.
because he's not.
All that gun
I'll
shit
tell
that
you
happened.
why. Because he's not
Not,
influencing in the right way. John Morant is one of them people that's looked at like a Dennis Rodman of the league, but he nice though. Nigga just love drama.
way, but
Nigga just gotta get caught up in something.
I
Nigga just gotta be a part of the
if Ja
NBA media front page. Something stupid. Even though the shit reckless, he don't understand how much power and influence he have because he's too busy thinking, oh, just because I'm a young nigga, I'm supposed to act like this with a whole lot of breach.
Morant, but he got this street. He got this straight. Hey, look, if Ja Morant threw a concert, he had just as many YNs up in there as NBA young boys.
Facts.
That boy back out already. Cause them YNs love that boy. He
And,
to
and
them, he
that's
is the representative. And
and that's where we
not to
need
say Gibbs is out of the nigga,
and
but a
that's where
young
we
thug
need
that's riding around with the clique.
And that's where we need to zero in at because we need to reach out to a lot of our famous black athletes and let them know, like, man, for real, if so many people give these people emails and start reaching out to them, like, yo, check this out, right? Y'all getting paid wild bread. We understand y'all made it the way y'all made it because y'all earned where y'all made it. But y'all got my niece and my nephew that probably will never see that fucking aspect of life. Give these niggas something different to look to. Don't be selfish with the shit and
Exactly.
just think that you could be on TV. Okay, I'm a superstar. I can act like a dickhead. Literally, logically, let's be real, my nigga. Just because I'm rich, I could be a dickhead. Like that's not how it's supposed to go. And a lot of people are losing sight because they have fame, they have money, so they like fuck that. If I get your kid to fall in love with this type of fucking wave and lingo, and they give me your money, I don't give a fuck. Not to
Word.
boycott our people, but it has to be a lot of awareness raised to be checking our own self.
Account- accountability within the culture, though. I understand exactly what you're
And a
saying.
lot of a
I
lot of these
understand
athletes
exactly
are
what.
always a lot of these athletes are always being shown around their kids, around their parents, around their family, but you not encouraging other people's kids and family certain shit, the right shit. You sell you
That's a
selling
fact.
your own
So
people.
I pulled up this. So I pulled up this picture right here behind me. Brian Glaze Gibbs and Bimmy. Why did Brian Glaze Gibbs? This I'm trying to say. Why is he going so crazy on Bimmy? He's going crazy on Bimmy. Bimmy, I don't know why. It seems like he's out to ruin
It
this man.
might be some old school jealousy that them niggas have amongst animosity they had amongst each other that we don't know about that goes way back in the 80s. It might be over some money, might be over some female. It might just be over envy.
Oh,
But they both told,
it's over. It's
Word.
definitely money. It's over a check that somebody was supposed to cut, that Bimmy was supposed to cut, that he ain't cut. Somebody
yo,
mad they ain't
yo,
get their
Fox,
regular pay.
Fox, how the hell then how the hell
Somebody
Brian Gibbs could go in on Bimmy when and try to destroy his character when he did the same shit Bimmy did? They both was telling around the same time.
Yeah.
that just like That's just like Lil Woody or whatever his name is. Lil Woody talking about 6ix9ine. Bro, you snitch too. I don't even know how you got famous all over the internet after telling on somebody. You set up
No,
on the
Woody.
whole nigga seeing you at the whole trial. You was up there on TV telling.
No,
You know
but
what I'm saying? We
That's
just
that's the
crazy.
seen
bullshit that people love that type of shit. He should have never got no checks after the trial, B. He should have never got no interviews. He should have never got nothing if everybody was standing on
Yeah, he
business.
got way too lit, right? Yeah. That's
and
a
that nigga
fact.
He's
on
6ix9ine.
he on
I don't give a
the
damn about his following. All these big ass podcasting shows right now should have never had a fucking camera on him. He should have died out with whatever flame he was coming in on with all that rainbow shit. He should have died out on that flame. At the end of the day, it's the motherfuckers that want the views. It's the motherfuckers that love the controversy and don't care. Now it doesn't matter. He's gonna make me $2 million just off of this 2.5 hour video. Me and him going to interview, shoot the shit. I'm gonna let him talk some shit, and by tomorrow when I wake up, it'll be at 25 million views.
and I
That's
guess
real.
when income and then no, like you said, accountability within the culture though. So when it ain't no accountability, then people can act like that. But think about if nobody watched the interview though, for real.
It never been no accountability in the
It,
culture since all the black people since the culture witnessed the mafia break off of somebody snitching after he caught 14 homicides. So once that happened, the culture was like, "Fuck that! I'm telling on anything for anything." I'm walking. I'm not sitting in the can no more. I'm not doing it. I don't care if I shot 7 niggas and 4 of them died and I robbed 8 people like last month. Last year I done committed 20 bank frauds and they finally caught me. And they gonna give me 2 life sentences. I'm not sitting in here if I could tell. That's what niggas is on. Why you jump off the fucking curb in the street for?
and
That's a
Get me
fact.
mowed down
why
with the
they create
street sweeper.
a kingpin statue if you could just snitch your way out of it though.
This
That's what I'm saying. What was
Yeah.
that? So if you could just snitch your way out of it when they catch you and you the kingpin, you can be like, hey, look though, but I got something for y'all though. I know where they got some nuclear material at, where they slang, they over there with it. Now look, now y'all know that's more important than me. Y'all know that's more important to me, man. And I know y'all want it.
Word.
It's bigger than
What we gonna
Nino
do?
Brown. It's bigger than Nino Brown.
And then it's
So, but wait, hold
look,
on. So wait. So
I ain't tell
is
on
all
nobody.
of this
Tell on the crew. I told on the terrorists. I ain't tell on the
You,
crew. I
you,
told on them over
but
there. Y'all can't
I ain't telling on no New York niggas. I'll give y'all a couple of DC niggas, but I ain't telling on nobody from Harlem.
word?
I ain't telling on nobody from Harlem. I give y'all some DC niggas.
That's a fact.
I'm
So
telling you.
so
Man, it's me, Bimmy
so it's
Martinez. Man, come on, man.
so is Bimmy allowed back in these streets?
I mean, probably not, because if I was him, I wouldn't be dumb enough to be off in the streets. What if I don't gotta be? Why would I be, man?
Hey yo,
If I don't have to go
the
get
street,
of
the,
what's going on, why would I?
The streets over
That's a
here,
fact.
they got big ass rats running all over the streets nowadays. You can't even walk to the store without seeing a couple of rats, human or animal. So it don't even fucking matter no more. Just stay the fuck away from the bullshit. Focus on what the fuck you got going on and stay the far away from the fucking garbage, because that's what bring the rats around, cousin. The garbage. You got to get away from the
Hey,
garbage. The garbage is always going to keep the
that's
rats around.
fact.
That's a
That's
fact.
fact. So yeah, when you give them something to eat, they always
They
always
always
gonna
gonna
hang
stay,
around, right?
Fox. You gotta get rid of them niggas. You gotta put the poison down. That means you gotta put the poison barrier down. You gotta put the lie around, whatever that melts and burns the motherfuckers away. When you keep the motherfuckers away from you, you ain't gotta worry about the motherfuckers biting you. You ain't gotta worry about them niggas cheesing at you, eating no cheese on you on your benefit or your account. and they could go crawl in somebody else's house and somebody home, nigga. There's rats every fucking where. Ever since the motherfucking 80s they've been telling, ever since the 70s they've been telling. It don't matter, like that shit is a booklet. The feds got a booklet on how to find a motherfucking rat, cousin. What?
They got a booklet.
But look, all it takes is one loose thread to bring the whole goddamn fabric apart, right?
That's crazy. Word. So he said they got a booklet for the rats. That's nasty work.
Look,
So
hey yo, they had a booklet since the 60s and the 70s, since Bumpy Johnson and them niggas was around, man. Come on, man. Come on. Let's be real.
See it all the time.
Our culture per se, the Bumpy Johnson, the Madam Queen, the Frank Lucas eras. Look at that shit all the way up to the Paid in Full, to the now current times, to where that shit is all over the fucking nation. There's rats every state, everywhere.
That's how BMF got took down when the driver they got pulled over with the work. They found the little the side spot in there and then took him down like they said. That nigga, he said he was just a regular limo driver before he started doing that shit.
How Frank Lucas got taken out? How Frank Lucas got taken down? His motherfucking cousin was his driver.
That's crazy when you think about it. Wow.
He was dead ass mad though. He was mad. We seen that in the movie though, bro. Bro had some animosity anyway.
At the end of the day, ain't that how the telling start? A motherfucker got secret animosity?
Yeah.
A motherfucker done fucked up, whether he got caught by the police or violated by the home team. In both cases, you went wrong and you got in your feelings and you just gave up the whole fucking operation.
Yeah. Nah, it's dangerous out there, man. It's real dangerous. All right, so what's next for Bimmy, man? What you think, Fox? What's next for him?
It's over, man. This street is over, man. There's no going back, bro. Like, you stop, man. You old, bro. Like, come on. Like, I ain't even. When it gets to a certain point, I'm at a certain age in my life, dog. I'm not even dressing none of that, for real, man. I feel like this. At the end of the day, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And at the 40 years, if they gonna come with this, then I feel like somebody should have been saying something. And if they didn't, then y'all should be looking for y'all own evidence, man. But to be a overgrown ass man, like you a whole pawpaw out here, bro. You got grandkids and saying you a pawpaw, man. I ain't about to be arguing with nobody. Nope.
That's right. What you think, okay?
That nigga's a cop, Jay Reed.
No,
He's still working.
It's over.
No matter what happens in this situation, right?
Like he's currently working with them?
They got their hooks in him forever. He's not just gonna walk away from them motherfuckers, man. Just like Desiree Perez ain't gonna be able to walk away from them niggas, man. That's why the whole Rock Nation is like a baby federal bureau. Everybody that go over there, nigga, they protected by the federal government. At the end of the day,
that's crazy.
Bimmy's done in the streets because, for one, your credibility's shot. It's all the way shot. Two, like Fox said, if they waited this long to tell it, they've been new, so they enabled you. Whether they was dealing with you or not, they didn't expose it back then to put everybody on. That would have stopped a lot of shit from happening. Niggas enabled it to a point. But that's all on him. He just put himself in a lot of situations, and honestly speaking, and I'm just alleging this, he could fuck around and be walking around in the street and get his head knocked off.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say, because it's like, who did he put away? They're not saying
he might have to move around with some type of police security because you played around with a dangerous team and you know how dangerous them niggas are, bro. Them niggas was blowing shit up. Wow. They was killing police. They was doing a lot of shit, bro. Like, you fucking around with niggas that didn't really give a fuck. Now, I don't know if Preem is trying to get out or get a reduction or whatever or pull a Prince move, but If nothing happens to you, that could be the potential play. Don't touch that nigga. I'm trying to get the fuck out like my nephew, and then I can get this money back up. But nobody touch this nigga.
Yeah, because as soon as you touch him, it's coming on me. That's real.
Why you think he's suing Hassan Campbell? He's showing niggas that he trying to change life. He want money, bro. He's not playing. Now I got a question for you, Fox. Is that snitching on Preem's behalf?
Hey, it gotta be. When you take that shit to court, it's snitching, man. Serious. When you go to the cops, when you go to the police, when you take that shit to court, it's snitching, dog.
Preem's
I don't even care. You be like,
shout out to Hassan Campbell.
Shout out to the
He
son.
got shot. He didn't tell. He went to the internet and said something. He ain't filed no report.
He know that.
He ain't filed no report. This nigga Supreme suing him from the prison cell. How you get the phone call and make that happen, cuz?
I didn't find the nigga address and all that.
That's crazy.
come on, man. How you think? How he get the phone? How he get the phone call to extort Bimmy and be like, man, you better damn come with that. It's time for you to pay this pad off.
Yo,
because,
he said the call was happening. The call was
man.
made. Yo, God bless my boy. He's telling Bimmy, yo, God bless my boy Irv, man. Irv was a solid nigga because you know Irv and Preem was tight. So he's like, yo, he told Bimmy straight up, God bless my boy, because he was holding it down. Now that bill becomes your bill, my nigga. Bimmy was like, hell no. I'm getting the bench on this conversation. Call me back in 5 minutes. He told Preem to call him back in 5 minutes so he could get him jammed up, allegedly.
Yeah, it's a difference. No game when Irv said, Preem, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make sure my brother good.
They went through a federal.
You know what I'm saying?
They went through a federal investigation. And that's real shit.
Bimmy don't look at Bimmy look at it like, man, we ain't had no business in umpteen years, man. I don't gotta give you nothing.
Bimmy was like, I'm not going in front of these feds with this shit. Irv and them niggas had money like that. Irv and them niggas had money. They had millions of dollars. They could fight lawyers and all that.
Got him knocked off.
Not no bread. You heard what he said in the interview. He was only making $5,000. He was only making $5,000. That's enough for me to live off of. So what you gonna do? You became an informant right after that?
So you can eat, bro.
Exactly. So you, that's how you
Yo, if I'm taking it in any light, I'm looking at it like that. You basically just told me the reason why you became an informant, because you wasn't making enough bread. And you had a very high budget.
Wow. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, but that's true. And that's how he felt. So then now you got a nigga that feel like you gotta pay me, and you got a nigga that feel like I don't got no money to give you, and I really don't owe you nothing for real. So now here we go. That's where we today, where we end up, where we at today. It's him
and
not wanting to pay.
And he knew and he knew that Bimmy knew so that the feds wanted Preem so bad. And he was trying to hold off as long as he could, right? And he was trying to figure out how he could maneuver whatever he was caught up in without giving him Supreme. And it just didn't work. He gave up Prince. He gave up Prince. How you said you took care of your business, taking care of that man, and that man went to jail with 6 life sentences plus years on his back for some shit that you was talking about decades ago that they didn't even really know. Prince probably didn't know Bimmy was telling like that. You heard the phone calls between him and Bimmy before. They had phone conversations and Prince was telling them some real valuable shit. And that shit came up in Prince's report. Niggas got spots and went to particular shit. He told Prince some type of shit on the phone conversation. And then after the shit, he had the conversation with him, shit happened. Like similar to what he was trying to describe. Then he lied and said he wasn't there. And nigga just was lying. And
It's too much. Yeah. All right, man. We got through today. We're going to get back on here real soon. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Oh, Fox. Fox. Yo,
Yo,
the morning show. They was sad door. They was looking for you. Next week, we got to get that together. We need you on there, Fox, 100%. So Fox will
hey,
be back next week. I will
hey,
see you guys.
no game
What you
held it
said, Fox?
down.
You
Yeah,
know
no
it,
game
Fox. You
held it
know the
down this
family
morning.
gonna hold the family down, Fox.
Nah, you
So,
guys are
man,
naturals, man. You guys are
uh,
naturals, bro. That, you know what I mean? This game ain't for everybody.
hey, Shay, I told you the network, man. I told you the network. Hey, that shit looking real. That shit looking real great, man.
Yeah,
It's,
we
it's
moving. We moving. We moving. All right, y'all. So I'll see y'all next week. We just added on another show for the people because us three, we're going to have to rock out too. So we figure all that out later. But this was a good one. I'll see y'all
Hey,
later.